Hey, what's up guys? It's Toxic here. And before anything else, I want to say sorry for not getting the video up yesterday, and I'm sorry this one's late. Again, just so much going on right now. And sorry about the washing machines and the dryer and all of that in the background. That's, again, tied to the whole real life stuff that I don't want to get into, but it's just like, I usually wait for that to be done making the video, but it's like, I got this video ready. Like, you can see how many tabs I have, that this is already going to be one of those videos where I plan it out and everything. So, I'm just not going to waste your time anymore. Let's get straight into it. Alright, so this account called ProAxie. This is an account owned by me and my friend, because Pro is my friend, and I don't know where we came up with the Axie. We just thought it sounded cool, right? And join Nate. Valentine's Day 2017, February 14th, right? Here's the thing that really matters, though, okay? We only touched this account once, which was to buy these limiteds right here. We did not do any other purchases, and we got all of this through 1 month of Builders Club, right? And we're going to go take a look at the starting price of every single one of these. Thrill Seeker, 120 Robux. And now it's 446. We're going to take out a calculator here, okay? I just want to be precise with my numbering here. So, 446 minus 120. 326 Robux profit. Celtic Necklace of Mystery. 537 minus 100. 437 profit. Rusty Chrome Shades. They were about 250, or yeah, I believe they were 250. 375 profit. And Blue Pocket Pal. So 1.3k profit. Now, this is where my argument comes in. I think that Robux is starting to become worth less and less. And you can see this on a trend with a lot of items. First example is this Blue Pocket Pal. You could see it was selling for like barely 1k, and it would just, like you could see here, it was never 1k for this time period. And then now it rarely sells under that. And it's like you can see yesterday or the day before, 1.7k average selling price. And it's just like, you could do this with pretty much every item. Okay, Valk, you guys just saw there. Plus, you could see everything else I have open. And just to prove my point, you could see February 20th, which was 6 days after ProAxie was made, we had 457 wrap and value. Right? And this was March 24th last year. So this is basically after we bought all of this. And it was already 1.6k wrap. But in the time going on, it gained pretty much double that. Again, of course, it's been a year, but that's aside from the point that should items really be raising this much to the point where it's doubling an inactive account's value? Now, I'm going to go into a little bit more in-depth and more examples that can help prove my story. First example, a lot of you guys might know, Valkyrie Helm. If you take a look at Valkyrie Helm, and if you've been around for the past 6 months or longer, you would remember it was selling for like 30k, 40k, 50k even sometimes, but that was very rare. But you can see here, it was usually selling for about 40k, right? And then nowadays, you can see here, let's go back all the way to 312 even. 66, 66, 68, 56. It literally 60s. Spikes up to 70 for a little bit there. Drops because, you know, people just selling for low. But that's aside from the point that you can see it's actually stabilized at such a high price. Like, look at this. 2 days back to back where it sold for 80k average price. And you can see here, 76, 72, 77. And you can see the lowest price right now is 80,000. Right? And that just goes, look, the wrap is even 75,000 on the Valkyrie Helm. And I think this just goes to show that the economy is definitely just like, why? Why is Robux becoming more and more worthless? This is just my honest, like, opinion, I would say. And, here, I'm gonna give you one more example before I give, you know what, I'm gonna skip Classic Throw. I'm gonna give you the actual other example. I have two inactive accounts that are both, Shedletsky, right? Starting right here, we're gonna start 1 year ago, because they're pretty much inactive accounts, so you can start 1 year ago, and you can see May 4th last year, 4.6 million wrap, 5.7 million value. And you can see it just goes up and up and up and up and up and up, and it doesn't stop going up as the time went on. You could see that it just keeps going up. It peaks at about 9 million value a few times, but you can see right now it's still at 9 million, which means in the past year it's gone up more than 3.2 million. Of course, you know, there's items that have values to them with trading, and that can always change. But here's an example that is undeniably proof that the Roblox economy is definitely getting so inflated that Robux is becoming worthless, right? So you can see this account, a lot of items don't have any set value, which means that, you know, the value changes with the wrap, which is a good thing in this case. So I have a better example. You can see a lot of the items owned by this account doesn't have any sort of set value to it, which means that it can basically show on both the value and the other charts that it's definitely not okay what's going on. You can see May 6th is the closest we're going to get to May 4th. So May 6th last year, this account had 6.1 million wrap and 6.3 million value. Keep in mind, this account has not been touched, so all the wrap and value spikes that go on actually happen to oh wow, okay, the wrap went up above the value. Wonder what happened there. Basically my point being here that you can see this is what happens when you leave an account with that much just inactive for a year. You can see it had 6.3 million, 6.1 million wrap. We're gonna stick with wrap here. 6.1 million wrap, 6.3 million value. You can see even though it spikes up and down a little bit here, you know, little spikes. The point that's important here is the fact that you could see it starts picking up, Christmas is definitely, like you could see, December 24th, 6.3 and 6.7. December 25th, 6.9, 7.3. It went up quite a bit there, don't you agree? And as time went on past Christmas, it spiked at 8.1 million on New Year's. So you can see in the span of a week, this account went up 2 million in value. And you can see it obviously went back down, and it's just like, you know, it stays together because, again, this is why I chose this as a perfect example. The wrap and value sort of stick together at this fixed ratio in a way. And you could see that as time went on, this account still retains the fact that it went up so much in the past, which just goes to show you that Robux is actually becoming more and more worthless, because if an account that's not touched at all and is sitting on items, it just starts going up and up and up in value, that's not a good sign, because that means that, you know, just staying with the same stuff means it's going to make money. And the problem with that, honestly, the biggest problem with just items going up is that this. You can't buy Robux for, what's the word? For less than this, right? Of course, you could go to the black market, but no one goes to the black market because... Or, how's this? We're gonna remove the whole black market from our mind in this video because, as we all know, it's a thing. But what really matters here is the fact that, look at this. This rate has not changed. I remember asking my parents when I was younger, this is going to sound ridiculous. I asked my parents for $200 so I could buy 35,000 Robux, because at the time, that was so much money. This was like 2013, and I asked them, hey, can you please, I wanna buy the gift this Christmas. Not Christmas, the gift this Halloween, which ended up being the Dominus Fest, by the way. I think it was the Vespa. I don't know. I don't remember. Yeah, it was the Vespa. Okay, anyway, point being, $200 for 35K at the time. That was a really good deal. But nowadays, first of all, you can get 35K for like, what, 50? No, not 50. Well, maybe, yeah, you could get it for 50. But, you know, even if you go to one of those websites, right? We're going to go to an actual real world example here. rbx.place, right? I'm sure a lot of you guys know what this website is. Here's what matters. Amounts of funds. 35,000. 175 versus 199. You see, you could get it for cheaper. And you can see the price of funds will be surged. So that means it was probably cheaper before. Right? And here's the biggest problem with this. if Roblox doesn't actually give a better deal here, no one's going to be buying this. I mean, just think about it. Why would you be buying this if it's practically worthless? And just to bring the point home a little bit, Jailbreak made 385 million Robux as of December 9th, 2017, which was, you know, pretty much last year. And what I'm trying to get at here is the fact that, look, December 9th, right? We go to the history of Sir Roger Pembleton. You see May 6th, which was our set date to begin with right here. 6.3 million value. We're going to stick with the value here for this one, just because it's easier to find. And then December 9th, 6.3. Okay, right. But you see, everything just fluctuating because this dude has a million items. You could see that, like, you could see it's actually going up and up. Because you see it dropped there. It goes up. Goes up. 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 And you see, it's the point that I'm making here is, even though you have a front page game that blew up and made 300 million in sales, it still doesn't change the fact that this account ended up making over 2 million in the span of a year of being inactive. Is that really something that should be going on in Roblox's economy? Should Robux really be coming? Wow, should Robux really be coming? Should Robux really be at this point where it's just going to keep going up? Who's to say that next year we're going to come back to this video and we're going to use the May 6th example again, May 6th of 2018. We're going to say he has 8.3 million. Who's to say that he won't end up at this point right here, right? We're going to take this point because 8.8 is the highest point. Why don't we just say that this is where he's going to be, except instead of 8.8, this is, for example, 11 million. And this is the point I'm trying to bring home. The fact that Robux, honestly, if you can gain 2 million from an inactive account, there's clearly something wrong with it. Honestly. And I can't go past any more than this in terms of rap charts or anything. Sadly, I really do wish someone was charting this since like 2011, for example. Of course, it was a smaller game since then, like 2010 maybe. And you could see how stuff has just kept going on up, which means that Robux is becoming more and more worthless because more and more people have more and more Robux. Now, one last thing I'm gonna say before I end the video. You see, let's just take Winter Conjure maybe. Yeah, Winter Conjure. You can see right here, like you could see as it's going on, it's just, you know, sitting here. And then now, aside from that one sale, it's been selling for a lot more than that. And it's just like, you get what I'm saying at this point. It's like you could go back with any item at all. And this is mostly limited because, you know, they never changed the price of those. But if we go to limited, any item, 1,000, 4.2, 125, 3K. I still don't know how. Which, actually, this item proves to me the most that Robux is worthless, and this is just dumb. If an item that has 120,000 sales and it was only 125 Robux, how is it selling for 2.7K? Clearly, there's something wrong, guys. And that's the point I'm trying to bring. Okay, guys, please let me know what you guys feel down in the comments. It's just, Robux is worthless at this point. Let's be honest. Example. One last example. In 2011, you would have 2011, 2012, 2013. You would have people like begging you for 1,000 Robux, and you know you would be like, "I'm sorry, I can't do that. It's quite a bit of Robux." Now, when people ask you for 1,000, everybody has 1,000, cause no one asked for 1,000, cause everyone has 1,000. Like, look, lowest Robux items. Shaggy is 500 Robux. I don't know, guys. Just let me know how you guys feel down in the comments. If Shaggy going from 60 Robux all the way up to 500 in the span of a couple of years, and this is still one of the cheapest. Look, the cheapest items are still like 460s, 470s. which proves that Robux is becoming worthless. That's all, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know if you guys agree or disagree or anything, or you hate me down in the comments. Love you guys. See you next time, and goodbye.